Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. How are we?
Hello.
Well,
Yeah, pretty good. Bit fluey.
Almost the afternoon over there, isn't it? It's
pretty much, yeah.
Well into the afternoon here, 12:50. So,
how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Busy week at work. The boss was off, so I had to take the strain on that one. But no, it's gone pretty well. I'm really enjoying the new job.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What's that doing, Jens? The same thing, is it?
It's the same things. It's facilities, but I'm working for Meta. So Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that.
Yeah.
In Amsterdam Central, overlooking the River Eye. It's really quite. Yeah. We get free breakfast, free lunch, all the snacks you can think of, all the drinks you can think of. Good, but it's just. I've never been so spoiled in my life. It's unbelievable. Now I'm up to 105 kilos. So trying to go on a bit of a diet.
The old Razor Ruddock coming on then.
Well, I hope I can get down to the size he is now. Bloody hell, yeah. He's doing all right at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
So welcome to RickyVillaTV. If you're watching, like, subscribe, hit the bell thingy. The number one place to get terrible opinions about Spurs, and that's just me. Welcome John, welcome Simon, and I think we got Kev, but I'm not sure. Sorry?
I've only got audio. I haven't got any video.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realise Charlie Brown's teacher was joining us.
Never take sweets from strangers.
I've got to clip that one and post it. That's brilliant. How are you, Kev?
I don't know.
Where's your IT support? Where's Mrs. Kev when you need her?
Yeah.
It's normal. He went to it might be. I can't help. The warranty on this computer ran out last week. There you go. Right.
Yeah, that's what I imagine Kev's like when he's pissed.
Yeah,
I am.
Just for people that watch this afterwards, can you sort out subtitles for the show?
It says, welcome to RVTV. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell thingy.
I'm doing hand signals at the moment. Carry on without me.
Sorry?
Carry on without me. I'll try and keep up with the thing and turn down the audio or whatever.
Okay.
I'm here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I'd like to start off with the transfer window and what you guys think of it and give it a rating out of 10.
Well, we knew this time last week, didn't we, that Ange had pretty much said there's going to be no more coming in, and we've got a few that are going to go out. And we saw that. So, yeah, it's just getting rid of the old deadwood, really, wasn't it? Like the hangers on, which is good.
That is true. But I also think that we definitely could have done with some backup at left back. Because if Udogie gets injured, you've got Davis, who can't really play the system, and Spence, who is still, I think he's still very raw on the left. Mickey van der Ven, maybe. I'd like to talk about that as well, actually, now. I've heard that he's injured for today.
Yeah,
have you?
Okay. Apparently.
Yeah, because he wasn't taken off at half-time by Ange last week, even though he pulled up. And now apparently he's injured. Anyway, so what would you rate the transfer window, Simon?
Yeah, pretty good. What, out of 10 or something? I'd say 8 out of 10. We've done pretty well. You know, we've got backups in some key positions. Obviously, with James Glasslegs Madison in the middle there, we need backup for him, so we've got that. and on the left there as well. And we've created healthy competition. You look at Bergval and everybody just we've got players itching to come in, almost all over the pitch. There's a couple I'm not sure about. Probably Solanke. I'm not convinced 65 was a worthy price tag yet. Remains to be seen. Time will tell and all that. And he's still injured for today, isn't he? So, it remains to be seen. But I think we've done much better than previous transfer windows, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. I think with Solanke, you're always going to pay that much for an English player, but also an English player that's played that well last season in a team which is not, up there. And he doesn't take penalties. I know I'm repeating myself again. So to get, was it 19 goals?
Yeah.
Last season, yeah.
League goals.
That's pretty special. But then again, it's also pretty special that he gets injured 2 games or 1 game into his Spurs career when he was completely clear of injuries last year.
Yeah.
John, what would you say?
I think I was just thinking that if we use our own metrics against ourselves, Jens, I think towards the end of the season or the beginning of a few pods ago, we said, what do we think we need? And we said, from memory, we said a left centre back, a left back, and a dominant centre midfielder, like a big 6'2", Dembele kind of Wanyama type, and we didn't get any of them, did we? No. If you look at it like that, we got yet another probably 3 wingers. Which we didn't really need, did we? I still don't understand why we got Werner back. If you're going to buy Odegaard, you got Son over there. It's mad, wasn't it? And then you got Kulusevski and Brennan Johnson to play the other wing. I suppose Werner and Odegaard can play over there as well.
Yeah.
Well, I think the reason for that is the same reason that Højbjerg went, because Højbjerg is that kind of big unit in the midfield, kind of holding it together and all that. Hey,
I'm on my iPhone.
Okay, all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kev, you missed it earlier. We had Charlie Brown's teacher in here. It's brilliant.
I'll tell you what.
Celebrity popping in.
Yeah. That's nice.
So that
welcome, Kev.
The Jens has given you to get you in on the iPhone, isn't it?
So,
no, I just realised I could do that because I've seen you do it before, John. Yeah, I remember that. Oh shit! Yeah.
It's always usually a pretty good video as well if you do it on the iPhone. So.
Yeah, I'm here now, so sorry about that. Apologies.
All good, mate. All good. Right. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
And
so, John, carry on.
I think with the midfield, we don't need. I don't think our system suits. I don't think Ange wanted that kind of big old 6'2" unit in the middle of the park because we just skip through that midfield. The idea is that it barely stays in that centre circle. The ball. Skips through it, bang, bang, bang. It's not even there for a second before it's up to the front. We need players that are going to make some space for themselves, turn on a sixpence, and deliver the ball accurately. What we thought James Maddison was going to be doing all season, but that doesn't. So it's about distribution in the middle of the park, whereas that's kind of the opposite of the old Dombele or Wanyama, isn't it?
I'd like to see Romero in there. Put Van der Ven and Dragic at the back and Romero in there. I think he's got all the attributes to play that role perfectly, to be honest.
Well, he has been, hasn't he?
Right out the ball, yeah. He effectively plays in there, hasn't he? So
he's been doing a few runs and that, yeah. Good.
To be honest, though, I think it's always good to have a clear out of the Deadwood, etc., etc. I wouldn't class Skippy as Deadwood.
No.
And I think Skip was sometimes, if he was on his game, he was a handy player to have to close games out. Come on, at 70 minutes, he's harrying everybody, tired legs.
Steady Eddie, isn't he?
Yeah. So I don't think we've really replaced him. And also, when you look at the amount of games we're going to be playing this year, I think we're a bit short.
Yeah, I think Gray can do that. He can come on and get around the park and press and how he's a young lad, isn't he? 18.
Yeah.
But do you not think that this basically says, okay, we're going to go for the league, we're going to go for the Europa League, but we're not going to have the players for the League Cup or the FA Cup?
Well, you could look at it the other way. We're going to go for the cups and not bother with the league.
Yeah.
Hey,
nice to see you, mate.
Sorry, I just saw your message on X.
Okay. Yeah.
I
just thought I hadn't seen you in a while. And I thought I'd say hello. So thanks for joining.
Yeah, I can join for like 30 minutes or something because I've got to go somewhere else after, but that's okay. But yeah, are we talking about the transfer window?
Yes, we're rating it out of 10.
I gave it a 1, so
I'll give it 6.
John gives it a 6. Okay.
The problem is that because people say they rate the outgoings, right? But my point is that we had so much player turnover over the past 2, 3. We just have in general we have loads of player turnover. Like for example, look at Solomon. He came in, now he's gone. It's been a year. We have every 2 years we seem to have a lot of player turnover because maybe we change managers, but the whole idea of we cleared the decks, the deadwood is gone. It's very good. It might be good for the wage bill, but we haven't really gone and topped up the wage bill with quality players. It's just been a load of kids. Werner, who was crap last season, if we're being honest. And the only first teamer we signed was Solanke, who I argue might not even start because if you're going to play Son, in my opinion, you have to play him up front, unless we change tactics that I'm missing. So I just don't think this window's been a massive disappointment. I can't say I'm surprised, but I kind of am surprised in the sense that Ange came out and said after West Ham he expects in 12 months to be in the title race, and we got a window like this. So it's well, I think we're better off instead of signing, say, these 5 youngsters or whatever, spending the money on, say, the Odebert money and the Gray money on, say, Eze.
Yeah.
Rather than buying and then for example the not signing Werner would be a start, and then spending the rest of the money, for example, on Neto or someone like Chiesa or someone because at least you'd be improving 2 or 3 positions in the first team, or at least giving them proper competition. With these youngsters, I'm not saying I'm against signing young players, by the way, just before anyone chastises me for this, but you need to. I'd be happy if he added, say, one of them, say just one of Gray or Odebert plus 3 first teamers or senior players, because then you can say this player can have time to bed in and not be as much pressure. Odebert's under so much pressure already. He's 19 and he played half the games for Burnley last season. Gray, I watched a lot of Leeds last season because one of my friends at work supports Leeds, and I know he was a massive fan of Gray, my friend at work, but I wasn't that impressed. I thought he was all right. He's a bit tidy on the ball, but he plays it, in my opinion, very safe. But obviously he's only 18. But again, it's well, I wouldn't be sitting talking about Gray in so much detail if we signed 2 or 3 senior players, because I'd be let Gray bed in, for example. But Gray might be just chucked in there now because if we have loads of injuries, they will have to play him. So I'm just not happy at all with the window, put it that way.
Sometimes young players need those chances. Then I look at Aaron Lennon when he was brought in as backup to Routledge to bed in for a couple of seasons, and then Routledge broke his foot, didn't he? And then Aaron Lennon was straight in, and he never looked back, kind of thing. So sometimes one person's misfortune can.
Well, I think the difference back then, mate, is I was more buying into the whole project thing because we were, bear in mind, only 5 years into Levy's tenure, right? So I kind of bought the whole fact that we were going to go young because we had Tarico, Jamie Redknapp, after 04, we had a very aging squad if you look at it on paper, and we needed fresh young players back then. I agree with that. I was for that even back then. It made sense because we needed a massive refresh. And that's when we signed Robinson, Pedro Mendes. That window we signed 10 players.
Yeah.
But now, 20 years later, and we're in a £1 billion stadium. We've got this amazing training ground, supposedly. So why are we still doing the same transfer policy that we did?
I put in our group the other day, Hazard said, I'd be pissed off if I was paying £1,200, £1,400 a year for my season ticket.
Yeah.
Just to watch all these younger players be bedded in for maybe 4 or 5 seasons.
Exactly.
I'm paying top dollar right now. You're paying top dollar to go and see a team that's competing, and they're building a team for the future constantly, aren't they?
So Kev.
Yeah.
What do you rate the transfer window out of 10?
6.5, I think.
Yeah.
I don't want to be overtly critical at this stage because I want to see by the end of September to see how it's bedded in. I don't want. Who knows? I mean, we might be trying to find fault where there isn't a fault or something like that. So I'd rather get this international break out of the way, see how December pans out, and then I'd be able to decide. Yeah, I can come back and say, yeah, that was a real shit deal. But I'm just hoping we string together a few wins. Not like last year and win and then it all falls apart. So I'd like to see it steady on a little bit, see how they're playing together.
Who's your highlight of the transfer window? Who are you most pleased with signing?
Well, looking at Odebert, his cameo or whatever you'd like to call it last week, I enjoyed that. That's about it, really. I don't know the rest. Yeah. To be seen.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go for a 5. I have to say I'm very excited by Gray and Bergvall. Everybody was bigging him up. I'd never seen him play, and I was like, yeah, all right, guys, just calm down. But, I think the noise is coming out of the club, and the brief time that I have seen him, he looks kind of exciting. The only problem I have with the Gray signing is that I think they're going to try and use him as a utility player, and the guy's maybe a little bit too young for that. And if he wants to be a superstar, he has to nail down one position on the pitch. So apparently he's played right back. He played right back most times for Leeds last year. He played centre back for us in pre-season. He's come on as a midfielder for us this season.
And Ange mentioned him in the centre backs yesterday in his press conference a few days ago. He said, "Oh, we've got Gray that can play at centre back," so he's obviously in his mind as a potential centre back cover as well.
But again, it's stretching it too much, isn't it? Don't you think? If we're going to play all these games, unless he thinks that the youth who had such a great season last year can come in and do something, but he's loaned Donnelly out, Dorrington's injured, Mikey Moore's left, Santiago's gone, Noel John's gone. Where is the? Because that Mickey's going to get injured because of the style that he plays.
Well, we've still got Lancashire and
Lancashire's injured.
Did Devine go in the end?
No, Devine's still there. Yeah, so maybe that's good. I'm more worried about the back line, the left back, and the left centre back. Dragusin, yeah, he can come in, but he can only cover for so much. I think we needed another, and Davis as well. I suppose he's steady Eddie, isn't he? And
you got Regalon, don't forget.
Sorry?
Yeah, still got Regalon.
Oh yeah, bloody hell! Do you think he'll be registered?
Apparently Regalon travelled. Someone told me.
Really?
Travelled, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
Turkey window still open. He might go there a couple of weeks still.
Yeah.
Turkey.
I heard an interesting story about Regalon. So he's not in Anne's good books. So someone told me that because he was comparing Spence with Regalon. Supposedly he was late for a team meeting or something because the lift wasn't working, and then Ange held that against him since then because he thought he was just being late on purpose or something. That's what someone told me. Yeah.
Maybe he couldn't be bothered to use the stairs. He's waiting for the lift, and it was a test.
Yeah, exactly.
And deliberately broke it to see who would go up the stairs.
But then Spence had a lot more issues because Spence came in, and apparently he wasn't Ange didn't take to him very well, as we know, because he got loaned out pretty much straight away. So it's kind of double standards, really. But on the centre backs, we can play Dragusin in there, but in my opinion, he has to change the tactics then because we can't play this high line.
Really? Yeah, I suppose.
Van de Ven literally carries the high line on his own, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, no, Romero does as well.
Dragusin's not slow though.
Romero goes forward more than Mickey does.
No, I'm saying more on the recoveries. Like Van de Ven does 99% of the recoveries.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
I'm not saying Romero doesn't do anything. By the way, I'm just.
No.
Yeah.
So we got a 5. We got a 6. We got an 8. We got 6.5, and we got a 1. Mm-hmm. So we can all do the maths on that. Massively different opinions
on that.
All good. All good. I'd like to talk about the Ropey League. It's finally come out. This is gonna be kind of interesting. I was expecting something a little bit simpler, but then I look at it as well and I think, well, it's not really that hard.
Yeah.
Depending on how. Yeah.
So we got Karabag. Our home games, then I think we go through, right, or not?
Yeah. Well, Karabag, which is the other side of Asia, it's closer to Japan than it is to Russia, I think.
But we're playing them at home, aren't we? So
Yes, we're playing them at home. Yeah. Oh yeah. So what does it matter?
when I looked at the fixtures, the three that they put in the middle, I'm sure you've seen them, right? It's like Galatasaray, Roma, and Rangers are all in a row.
Yeah.
Exciting
Yeah.
game. You don't want to be playing a lot of shit you never heard of, do you? Really?
Yeah.
That's not really
I mean,
competitive.
these are going to be absolutely amazing in terms of atmosphere and events. They're going to be amazing. You look at what you got there. Going away to Galatasaray, that atmosphere in that stadium with their fans, Jesus, that'd be a
And
really
Rangers
good
as
test
well.
of
Good
how.
for the youngsters
And then
as
you've
well.
got Rangers. We consider what Ange's done for Celtic. You can imagine that what the welcome they're going to give us is going to be like. It's going to be brilliant. I love it.
Perfect games to blood the youngsters in as well, and it gives proper competitive games with an atmosphere. Test them out.
Going by the welcome that Millwall got a few years ago in Ferencváros in Hungary, that might be a bit tasty as well.
And Hoffenheim with their fans, they're brilliant as well.
Yeah. And Roma at home, so yeah, everybody wear your stab-proof vests.
I was just about to say that. It's got the words out my mouth. Rangers, there's 3 teams we need stab vests for. Yeah, honestly, their fans love stabbing people. Yeah.
Jens, any idea what that Elfsborg are like?
No, they're Swedish. I shit them. Oh, sorry. I said No, I can't say I do. I'm pretty sure we loaned one of our goalkeepers a few years ago to them. It might have been Brandon Austin. But I don't really follow them. The team that I follow in Sweden is because of some girl that I met many years ago, and they're Hammarby.
Do you know much about this team then?
Sorry?
Do you know much about the Swedish team?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can't say I do at all.
What about AZ
Alkmaar?
Is that anywhere near you?
Alkmaar, sorry?
Is that anywhere near you? AZ
Yes,
Alkmaar?
it is. Yeah, it's a shame that it wasn't away because it's about
it's
half
down the
drive.
road.
Maybe half hour on the train.
Well, they'll be putting on travel over there, won't they? Like a good deal or something. You might be able to get there and back quite easily with them.
Yeah, might be. But they're not a bad team. I wouldn't say they're a good team. So I think
if we look at
the
our
main
past European experiences, I don't think any of the games will be easy.
No,
That's what you want, though, to blood the
Yeah.
youngsters with good atmosphere, with good competitive games.
Will he play the youngsters though? That's always seems to have been a problem since Harry Redknapp.
Yeah.
Well, he's loaned a lot of them out, and he has now.
Yeah,
Even if he takes them, it's still going to be good for him. Isn't it?
yeah, that's true.
I think what
When
you
you
should do is play one in each position. Like you can put one in defense, one in midfield, and one up in the front line. Because that way, at least they'll be bedding in with senior players around them, rather than ring like 10 changes with the Deadwood and chuck them in with the Deadwood and expect them to do the same thing. It's just
Good theory, but that all depends on a lot of different factors. I don't know how well they gel with that line or that area of the field, and with the others that are already there. Really depends on a lot of things. But
If they get in the lift on the way we're meeting.
Personally, I think it's the one we should go for, the Europa League, because it's a guaranteed CL spot if you win it. It's in through the back door, And if
Who misses?
Talking about being in through the back door, I just want to very quickly say how disgusted I am with the Premier League and the powers that be in this fucking country about how they've done the League Cup with the draw with the Premier League, the Big Six, and how they've scattered them around to make sure that they don't get knocked out before the final, and the whole thing is just engineered just to fucking
make money,
please the bigwigs in the Premier League, and that's also a backdoor to Europe, isn't it? So I think it's disgusting. I think
there's home ties, aren't they?
Exactly. And there's a really good podcast called The Famous Sloping Pitch, which had a good rant about it this week. So I recommend everybody who listen to that. It's just disgusting the way little teams are treated, and the whole setup and everything. But we knew this already, didn't we? So it's just another nail in the coffin of the Premier League, in my opinion.
As long as they give them half the money out of the gate receipts, if they've stiffed it so that Man United and Man City and that get home ties, at least make sure the smaller clubs get half the.
It's all organised to make sure that one of the Big Six gets in the final.
You could say that this kind of thing started back when Fergie said he wasn't going to play in the FA Cup because he wanted to go and play in the World Champions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you guys like the new format then? Because I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. I miss the old UEFA Cup when it used to be just knockouts.
Yeah.
And the Cup Winners' Cup. You have the Cup Winners'
More
Cup,
fun.
the UEFA Cup, and the European Cup. What was wrong with that? Oh, of course, it doesn't make you as
Enough
much
money.
Makes money, but just not as much as they'd like. Fucking
Exactly.
twats.
Yeah. Well, it's all about TV money these days, isn't it? I mean, it's just.
It's a
I feel
shame.
like back in like the Joel days, we used to take it seriously. I remember.
Yeah. I remember that day. Well, where was it? Braga. I've never seen a fucking stadium like it. It's got a cliff on one side.
Yeah. Oh, right.
That was like, I've got to go there someday. Absolutely amazing. And us playing in that chocolate strip and
I actually like that away kit. It's my favourite away kit actually, or third kit. Third kit, I think it was.
I tried to look for one the other day on online, and I think the cheapest one I saw was £400 on eBay.
Really?
That's mad.
That chocolate kit.
Yes, yeah. There weren't that many sold, and apparently it hasn't been reproduced.
I remember
so
that kit I always associate with the Fulham FA Cup game when Burbs scored that little chip goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Mido scored as well in that one, didn't he?
Yeah, was it header or something?
Yeah. Good days, man. Those were good days.
I'd argue, and I know people disagree with me, but I think that squad is better than this one.
You might not. Yeah, you might not be wrong there.
And we had 4 strikers, or 3 or 4 strikers. We had a decent midfield with I thought we had our decent midfield, and then our defence at least had Ledley King.
Well, then again, we had Zakora.
Yeah, we did have Zakora then.
Yeah.
At least it was
Woodgate and Ledders at the back.
At least it was number 6.
Oh dear.
We sold.
So how do you think we'll do? Do you think we'll get through to the next round?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we'll get through, but by a whisker probably.
Because how does it work? How many teams go through in this league?
So what it is, the top 8 go through automatically, and then from what the number is, from 9th to 24, I think they play another knockout round.
Okay.
And then the bottom 8 go out. I think that's how it works.
Okay. Right, breaking news.
Yeah, teams out.
Spurs line up.
Go on.
Do you want to do it, Kev?
No, I can't see it because I'm on my iPhone.
Okay. So it's
Carry
Vicario, Udogie, Dragusin, Romero, Poirot, Saar, Basuma, Maddison, Son, Odegaard, and Kulusevski.
Yeah, more or less what I
Drop
thought.
Johnson, last.
Yeah, he's dropped Johnson.
Last.
Yeah.
I don't have the substitutes as yet.
Why you put Kulusevski wide?
Tough game, Newcastle, wasn't it? Don't want Johnson just falling over and not tracking back. I guess he wants someone who's going to do the donkey work up there.
Do you think he might be in the false 9, or do you think it'll be wide right?
Why has he not picked Van der Ven? Is he injured? I never knew that.
He's injured, yeah.
Apparently.
I didn't realise that. Sorry. Yeah.
No, after what happened last week, he was.
Oh yeah, he's resting him. Yeah.
His knee kind of bent the wrong way, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pleased for Draghi, though. I know it's a risk of something, but keeps him interested.
There's no one else in there that plays off the right, is there, Jens? Read the midfield and the...
Saar, Basuma, Maddison, Son, Odegaard, and Kulusevski.
Yeah,
I've got the subs if you haven't got them, Jens.
Okay,
Bergvall, Johnson, Werner.
Foster, Spence, Davis, Divine, Gray, Bentancur, Bergvall, Johnson, and Werner.
It's a strong bench, to be fair, and it's
nice to see that Bentancur's back.
Prolific.
Yeah.
How the fucking hell is Richarlison injured again?
I know.
He's out for 3 weeks, apparently.
Yeah.
Training, wasn't it? Yeah.
I'm not entirely convinced there's not something going on there. All the things that Andy's been mentioning in press conference, though, I think they want him to fuck off to Saudi.
They wanted him to sell it. They wanted to sell it, but they didn't want to go.
Yeah, I think we had a replacement and we tried to bomb him off, but he's kind of fucked everything over, hasn't he, by deciding he didn't want to go wherever he was going to. I think that's what's happened.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll still go to Turkey or Dubai. Can they still buy him out there now, or is their window closed?
Yeah, I think Saudi Arabia probably. I'm pretty sure they've got a transfer window all year round because they just throw loads of money at you.
Anyways, guys, unfortunately, I've got to go because I've got to be somewhere in like 20 minutes.
Okay, mate.
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming on. Pleasure to see you. Take care.
Sorry I had to be brief, but
yeah, no problem. No, it's good to see you. Take care.
All right.
So let's go. We'll have a look at the predicted scores. Simon says Newcastle 1, Spurs 2. I say 1-1. Kev says 3-1 Spurs. We said that because it was 1-1 and 2-1, that John would go for 4-1. So what do you reckon, John?
4-1 or 2-1, wasn't it? Then only 2 left. I remember Simon saying it's either 2-1 or 4-1. I'll go.
I'll call 3-1. Yeah. That's for the card then.
I think they'll get 2. 3-2. Tottenham 3-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll concede 2 without Van de Ven.
Hang on, didn't you put Van de Ven in that lineup? Sorry, I stopped listening after Porro. So
yeah.
No, yeah, I didn't. No, Van de Ven. Oh, yes, I did. Sorry. Yeah, shit. Sorry. Apologies.
So he's definitely
drag. The big drag.
Is he not on the bench?
No, he's not.
No, I don't think he travelled at all.
Yeah.
Have we got Davis that can cover there, and then Spence, I guess.
It's probably a good thing he rests it completely, isn't it?
Can Spence play in?
I mean, defence just in general. I mean,
right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No one else can really play back there, can they?
Yeah. So.
Fine.
The thing is, Newcastle are a bit all over the place again. Another behind-the-scenes team that's a little bit like chaotic, and not really a team that's gelling. Obviously, Trippier wants out ASAP. I think they've got Isak, and then struggling to. Well, Joe Linton had a nightmare last week, but he can be good if he wants to be. But I'm struggling to think of anybody else.
He should have been sent off.
Gomeres.
Yes.
You see that?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I don't think our midfield's very naturally placed to play through today, is it? Was it Sarr, Basima? I suppose Basima's good at playing through.
I think Sarr's going to be the key man today. I think he's going to need to do his magic. You know, his old Bugs Bunny impression, just zooming about, picking up that ball, that stray ball in midfield, and then again, speed and energy is the key thing here, because we can just rip through their midfield quite easily.
I'm not so sure about that, but I think we can rip through their defence because they got Livramento, Cruff, Byrne, and Kelly. And
Byrne's good, but he's slow, isn't he? So yeah.
But they've also got Barnes and Gordon up front. Now, I've never really rated Gordon, but I've always rated Barnes. I think
I like Gordon.
He's a decent player, and I'm surprised he's not. Well, he's had a lot of injuries, but I think every time I've seen him play, even for Leicester, I fucking hate Leicester. It's all right. I'll tidy it up later. But he looks like a decent player, and I'm surprised he's not on the verge of the England team.
Yeah, Gordon made it, didn't he?
Gordon is on the verge of the England team, but apparently he's a complete cunt. But then again, sorry.
Hey, just an anti-Scouser thing, isn't it? You don't like Scouser.
Yeah,
you like Foch.
I think the older Jens gets, the more xenophobic he gets.
You didn't know the young Jens then, did you?
Exactly.
Doesn't change that much. Remember the soccer sixes?
Jesus.
I don't know what you're talking about, John.
No.
I need to call my lawyer.
Yeah. Who was it that you had the fallout there? Was it Mr. Brittas?
Sorry?
Was it Mr. Brittas and Carl Hoddle that you had the fallout with at the soccer sixes?
Oh no, that was James. But I only had a fallout with him because I was arguing with some Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
But no, Mr. Brittas and so on and so forth. I'd said something. Someone had said something, and I was young and stupid then, and that was why I had the fallout there. And I have to say that the way that the country's going at the moment, I'm not sure that everything that was said at the time was completely wrong, but we will leave that for my Mein Kampf podcast, which will be coming up after this one. Simon, your face, bruv.
I've got the Newcastle lineup, if you want it.
Go on, Kev.
Yeah, go on.
Joe Linton, Gordon, Barnes, Isaac, Craft, Livramento, Kelly, Byrne, Longstaff, and Guimaraes. Trippier is a sub, Tonali's a sub, Nebraska is a sub, Target, Osula Hall, Jay Murphy, Almiron, and A Murphy. So 2 Murphys on the bench. Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how we play it, because last year we had like 72% possession, didn't we? Like the first 15 minutes, and they scored with their first 5 shots, didn't they? We were like 5-0 down or something. So how do we go about it? I mean, that seems to be the way to go about it. Try and keep the ball up there, and they just kept scoring every time they attacked, didn't they?
Yeah. Different team, though, different mentality. I think.
Hopefully.
I think we were. Who do you reckon's going to score then? Because I know we were a couple of minutes left, aren't we? Jens, have you got to rush off?
No, I'm good. Apparently the Grand Prix on, and they're at Olivia's grandma's house, so they'll be there for everything's fine.
So if we go, okay. Well,
can I just say about Newcastle's injury list? Cher, Lascelles, Botman. That's basically 3 centre backs. Can you imagine if we had 3 centre backs injured?
Yeah, we did last year.
We had to play Emerson and Davis. They're obviously playing their Emerson and Davis in there.
Willock, Miley, and Wilson. You're injured. Oh, sorry. I say that out loud. We should be beating this lot.
Yeah.
I know that I know the atmosphere up there is pretty tough, but
we need Sonny to take his chances, don't we? Basically.
Yeah. And that seems to be a problem, doesn't it? Recently, against Leicester, the amount of chances we had.
Yeah.
And you're not finishing them.
They didn't really fall to him, though, did they? I mean, he took 2 last week, didn't he? So it seems to be a little bit of form. So.
Yeah.
Well, I think, to be honest, Simon, you need to get your Porro fan club up and running and say you need to play right winger, not right back. And then you score every goal.
Well, I was just going to say predicted scorers for today.
Okay,
and obviously, if we go through our predicted scores there, I think Porro would love he thrives on games like this. Yeah, when you go somewhere where the atmosphere is, well, some would call it toxic. I call it exciting. Where obviously you're away from home. The fans are going mental. He thrives on stuff like this. I reckon he's going to score another banger. I knew last game he flew in from Supersonic and just scored that header. But I think this is going to be a bottom corner pile driver, and then from about 30 yards out, and then. Son. I think I'm going to be brave and say we're going to score from a set piece. Son's going to score from set. Sorry.
You must have really bad flu, bruv.
I'm not well. I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
What am I on about? Set piece. Fuck me.
We broke that last week, didn't we? With the header, Romero's header, corner.
Yeah.
And the header.
Yeah.
Up and running now, Simon. Up and running.
Yeah. So that's 1 out of 482 that we've got there. So that's good. But yeah, I always, when we're playing away, I always predict a goal for the home team anyway, because you should expect that in the Premier League anyway.
Jens and Kev, have you ever been to Newcastle away?
It's one of the only places I've never been. Newcastle. Been to Sunderland, been to Borough, but never been to Newcastle.
Say how bad it is out there, because everyone moans about how high up you are and you're disconnected from the pitch. I was thinking, is it worth you only going if you can't see anything up there?
I almost went. I think it was first day of the season. I don't know how many years ago, when I was going really regularly when Martin Yarl was in charge.
Yeah, when a tuber scored, when he cut back.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was was that first game of the season?
No, I think it was. Yeah, he cut inside.
Oh, really?
On his left foot, then he cut inside and curled one in with his right foot.
Yeah. No. I do remember the goal. I didn't. I wasn't sure that was the. But yeah, I think me and you remember Mike.
Yes.
Yeah. No, he was proper Mein Kampf, was Mike.
That's his nickname, wasn't it? Mein Kampf Mike.
But we almost went up there once. But otherwise, no. I've never been to Sunderland. Never been to Middlesbrough. Should have gone to Middlesbrough because that's where my granddad was born. But yeah. But yeah, I've heard it's not the nicest place when you go up to Middlesbrough and Sunderland. I think Newcastle's okay, isn't it? Because it's kind of a bit of a party area.
Yeah, a bit more touristy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw pictures of, Mark Hamilton, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were up there last night singing "Can't Smile Without You" in some pub in Newcastle. So
nice. Yeah.
So that was.
It's a good. Being the Northeast Spurs representative.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Even though I'm in Teesside, you don't get as many Newcastle fans around Teesside as you might expect. But you're right. I mean, Newcastle. If you want to stay over and you think, blimey, that's 300 miles back to London, I'm not kind of stay over. It's good for that. There's plenty of places, cheap places to stay over. It's nice and modern. Newcastle's a good combination of modern, but also keeping its heritage as well. Some gorgeous buildings around, but also there's some great like little flats and stuff right opposite St James's Park you can stay in, pretty cheap. So there's loads of them. It's a good night out.
You can tell me because all I've heard about Tottenham going to Borough is massive amounts of trouble and people setting light to curtains in pubs and stuff like that.
No, that's bollocks. I mean, the weird thing is Middlesbrough's got a nicer stadium, having worked there, and than Newcastle. But the area at the moment, Newcastle's better in terms of surrounding area.
Okay.
So it's a weird kind of paradox, really.
We used to have some people at work from Hartlepool. They were lovely.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Hartlepool.
They hang monkeys apparently.
They are. They are. Sorry, are we running over into your xenophobia podcast? Sorry. The Hartlepool fans, by the way, are insanely good. Like I went to watch Wycombe Wanderers play in the FA Cup last season 4, can't remember.
All right.
And they are just they pack out the place. I mean, obviously I think we drew up there, and then they pack out.
League, aren't they?
No, one below.
They're in
non-league.
Yeah, they're in non-league. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, non-league. Yeah. What is it? I can't remember what it is now. Anyway, they're just bouncing constantly. Just this whole long test, the main stand is just constantly bouncing all the time. Great atmosphere, great people. Really nice place and easy to get to. Straight off the train, 5-minute walk, you're in. Lovely.
Nice. Yeah.
That's Jeff Stelling's team, isn't it, Hartlepool?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
think Brian Clough started his managerial career.
He played for him. Okay. Played for him. Yeah.
Right. So, just like to say something about yesterday's football.
I didn't actually see it. I heard him crying online. He got a second yellow, and everyone said it should have been a second yellow. So what are they moaning about?
I fell asleep during match of the day last night and woke up at 3 o'clock this morning on the sofa. And I haven't had a chance to watch it again this morning. But apparently he kicked the ball away.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then
yellow and he kicked the ball away.
And then
second yellow.
Yeah. And then the Brighton player goes to take the free kick quickly, take a quick free kick. He kicks it away. Rice kicks it away just before he goes to kick it. So obviously, Rice got his foot out as if he's going to kick the free kick. And it brushes Rice's leg. So he throws himself on the floor like a twat.
Mm.
And it's like, what do you expect? What do you expect, you complete idiot?
Did they go 1-0 up or were they 1-0 down, Gooners?
I think
they 1-0 up at the time.
Oh,
1-0 up at the time. And they were so lucky as well to get that goal that Arsenal got and then not to have...
There's questions about handball on that one and all by Saka as well. I haven't seen the replay yet.
Not so much Saka, but either way, I mean, I don't think it's handball, but And it was just incredibly lucky to even come away with a point. They should have. Any other team, right, that's accurate and the luck goes their way, they get beat 3-0, 4-0.
Well, he also misses the North London derby, doesn't he? It's the next game. So Rice is out of the North London derby as well.
And apparently Mourinho's got a broken shoulder.
Yeah.
Or Mourinho, or whatever his name is. The guy they've just signed. But what about Brighton? They've spent an absolute shed load and they're looking pretty good. What do we think? You think they can challenge for top 4?
Wow, early days.
Matoma, my fantasy team, he's been loving it, scoring me loads of points every week.
Who's that, sorry?
Matoma, the little
yeah.
They could be last season's Aston Villa because Ollie Watkins from Villa is having a mare. He's just well off form. I don't know what's going on with him, but
he's returned to normal form, Simon. He was just a bit lucky last year. Now he's reverted to type. He's gone back to what he was.
Brighton could be last season's Aston Villa, but again, it's far too early to tell. Like I said, they should have won yesterday, and I think it's just experience. I think and accuracy that meant they didn't win. I think they were just intimidated by the atmosphere, like the whole Man City thing, what used to be the Man United thing, and the
atmosphere at the Shamrocks. They wave a few flags.
It's just that garish red, isn't it? Everywhere you just think, God, it gives you players headaches, and then you just like, can't concentrate. Shitty crimson.
Okay, guys.
They've already given up on the championship now because they've dropped 2 points. They were like, we can't afford to drop 2 points. That's City's again. It's like, fucking hell, boys. It's 2-3 games in. Calm down.
Yeah.
But they're always harping back to the Invincibles, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like, Anyway, anyone got any other business?
No. Did anyone see the Veliz goal last night?
No.
He scored.
I saw the clip of
Espanyol. You got the last minute winner.
Nice.
Yeah, look good. It was a banger. Yeah.
How's he been playing? Did he start? Was he on the bench or?
I don't know. I only see the clip. That's last night, and I just the clip, and he was like practically in tears after the game because he was so happy, like So nice. Maybe he doesn't want to come back to Tottenham like everyone else he's playing.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, the way we treated him, you know what I mean? So like we treat all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
nothing. Guys.
If Denmark get the internationals, are they playing again? Have they got a competitive game or is it friendly? Or
that's a very good question. But I have to say, I'm very happy they've changed their manager to an old player, Morten Vikhorst.
Yeah.
Who played for my team in Denmark.
Lord of the Rings. He was, wasn't he?
And Danny Aggers, the assistant coach, I think.
Oh, the Liverpool guy.
Yes, yeah. They've dropped a load of the old guard. I think Eriksen's out, Højbjerg's in, but I mean he's not that old, is he? They still got Poulsen in, but they brought in a bunch of youngsters. So it's going to be again.
Captain retired, didn't he, from international football? Then?
Yes, Simon Kjær. Yeah, I think he's possibly one of our best ever players. Well, best ever defenders.
Yeah.
He's definitely up there with Laudrup and El Kjær, and as a legend for the Danish team.
Eriksen's still in there. Is he still playing on? Is he?
I don't think Eriksen was picked.
No.
Which I think is a little bit stupid. But he's dropped a bunch of the old lot, Braithwaite, and I think Vestergaard's out, and it's an exciting new team. But I think we're going to get pumped for the next couple of years.
Who's captain now? Højbjerg, has he been made captain?
Yeah,
or not?
Højbjerg's captain. Yeah. But what can you say? Anyway,
I guess we're not around next week because it's internationals, isn't it? So,
that's good. I can have a lie-in.
Let's hit things out the xenophobic in you, and you can go roaring off on rants left, right, and centre. We could do
Viking power.
When's the Arsenal game? Is it Saturday or Sunday? I can't remember.
Let's have a look.
Good question. Sunday, is it? Is it early kickoff?
Let's have a look.
I don't know.
Got in Sunday early kickoff, I reckon.
You would have
So
thought
it
so.
is October now. Arsenal. Oh,
Saturday.
yeah, 2:00 on the Sunday. 2
2
o'clock on the Sunday.
So we can have a
Sunday.
chit chat about that then before.
And that's at their place, is it?
No, it's
That's
ours. Yeah.
It's ours, is it? Okay. What do we reckon? Do we reckon we got a chance with that?
Oh hell yeah!
At
Yeah.
home, yeah.
The last 2 games I've watched Arsenal play. Oh my god, we are so in there. That could be a clean sheet and a nice comfortable 2-3-0. I think.
That'd be nice.
Then we
Because
got
they still haven't bought a striker, have they?
Not really.
They've got Jesus and Havertz, and that's about it. You really would have thought they would have gone for a striker.
I guess
No,
they
it's
think
not doing
Raheem
bad.
Sterling's going to score all their goals.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Sterling's got. Oh yeah.
Fucking awful.
I was
player.
hoping because obviously they made a horrifically bad decision getting Sterling. I was hoping they might just go the whole hog and get Ivan Toney as well, just to complete a whole round of bad decisions. But
I'm not
Nobody-
sure about Sterling being a bad decision. I still think he's got something to offer.
I hate
He
him.
maybe, he's selfish, etc. But he does unsettle the defence.
I said
He's
to
another diver, though, isn't he? He's another fucking diver
Yeah,
they've got, you know?
Yeah, I said to
he
someone.
could run at players on the wing and maybe beat one, but you fart near him and he goes over, and he doesn't pass it, and he cannot score unless it's 1 yard out, and even then he's been known to miss. It's just terrible. Nobody wanted him, so
He's the player I hate the most. Like the style of play, he beats someone, looks up, sees someone in space, and he'll deliberately put his head down and try dribbling for his own personal glory again, and he'll lose the ball.
Try and beat that extra man.
Yeah, try and beat. He's just an awful player. Everything that's wrong with footballers.
Never used to pass
This
to
is
Ted.
attitude as well.
Harry.
Never used to pass the Kane, did he, Kev?
No,
He'd always see him
never.
in space and then get his head down and try dribbling again, and just will never pass it.
His attitude after getting dropped as well last week.
Yeah.
Just like, oh,
And
fuck
for
you.
England as well. Terrible. Bad attitude.
Oh,
Just
well.
when you thought you couldn't hate him even more, my brother knows I hate him, and then he's fucking gone inside for Arsenal. It's like he knew he had that reek about him all along.
Yeah. He's a bit of a journeyman now, isn't he? Because he's what, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal. I mean,
Yeah.
mad, isn't it?
He's going to be one of those players in a couple of seasons' time that's going to end up like, assistant coach at Ipswich or something, and then people will be going, Sterling. Didn't he have a couple of games for England once?
Nothing wrong with Tractor Boys.
Tractor Boys.
Yeah. Shame on Everton, by the way. Yeah, that's
2-0 up one, and then lost 3.
bloody hell, yeah.
I tell you, watch the highlights on that one. It is hilarious.
I'm actually going to go and do that. Yeah, after we finish here, I think I've got 45 minutes. So I'm going to go and watch Match of the Day.
And the Southampton game as well. Southampton game. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Like if Southampton don't go down, I'll eat my hat. To use an old phrase.
Yeah.
Did Neil Ropey leave Everton in the end because he had that dust up with him on the train after the Tottenham game? Then he had a bit of a 2-0. Have you seen that yet? So
What's that, sorry?
When the Everton team were getting back up to Liverpool, and Ropey had a bit of a pipe back, then all the other players just got their head down and walked past, and he had a bit of a pipe back, and then he put something on social media saying you don't need that from your own fans, blah blah blah.
And now he's fucked off to Marseille.
I think I heard that he'd gone, because that's the way to engineer a move out of Everton, isn't it? Have a problem with fans.
The bloke has always been. I mean, he's a talented footballer. Well, he is a talented footballer, but he's been a complete gobshite ever since. Yeah, I've seen him in the press. That whole stuff with. Wasn't he one of the ones who did the dart celebration when he scored against us?
Yeah.
And then when England the squad got announced and Maddison got left out, he put something on his Twitter, didn't he? Like, enjoy your summer holidays or something like that. It's just low, isn't it?
Massive wind-upper. Massive.
What's the point?
He's French, isn't he?
Thing is,
Shit, there goes my xenophobia.
Everton, we're just going to ignore you, and then one day you're just not going to be here. Like, we'll just put your mug shot up on the screen instead. Everton have got some quality players.
The Dutch love xenophobia, because I fucking hate them. Oh shit!
Yeah, but
It's like doing yourself in there.
I'm pretty sure my daughter's watching, so cheers, Olivia. I love you. Really?
God. Is she really?
Kev, did you
No, I
get
don't let
tickets?
her watch this. You swear too much, Simon.
Kev, did you get tickets to go and see Oasis in Ireland?
no, thank you. Not
Nah.
my thing.
Nah.
But they were, I don't know what you heard over there. The prices of tickets now are crazy. They're like mad.
Yeah, ridiculous. I got free. I had it on in the background. I was watching football and stuff yesterday. I finally got free, and I had one ticket, £350. I was like, I'll wait for the extra dates to get announced or buy them on tickets or something.
I didn't know you were an Oasis fan.
Yeah, I love Oasis. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, but it's like because they were. I think we were in advance of you on the sales and that, and they were queuing up. They were like number 369,000 in the queue. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah.
I know a few people have got them. Yeah.
Ticketmaster a cunt.
Yeah.
I always thought Blur were better anyway.
Yeah, me too. Well, they are. They are, basically. They are.
I know nothing about that music. I'm just trying to stir it up.
I think it's a class thing, isn't it? If you're from the council stage, you like Oasis. If you're a public school boy, you like Blur. That's the way I was looked at it.
No, just if you're into good music or not. You know.
I can't stand Blur.
Blur. Coldplay have been over here this week as well.
Oh yeah, let's play the old what's his
Arena.
name? Alan Parklife video.
Yeah.
Is he still on those forums, Al, or not? Hello, Al, if you're watching.
Haven't got a clue. He's not on Spurs community anymore.
No.
As far as I can see. No. Real shame. Miss him.
I get it. Anyway, back to Spurs. Predicted scores. Did everybody go through predicted scorers? I'm going for.
Predicted scorers. Oh no. I'm going for Joe Linton for Newcastle and Sonny for us.
Jens, can you put our predictions up again?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm going for Sonny, Kulusevski, and I reckon Sarr will get one. Mind you, Madison's playing. Yeah, no, I'll stick with. No, I'll go with Madison. Madison's Son and Kulusevski. I think Madison's got one in him.
Son.
You reckon Kulusevski?
No, Porro. I'll go for Drago, Romero, and Sonny.
Nice.
Just for shits and giggles.
Get down there and book that one. Jens is normally the soothsayer, isn't he? What were you going for? 1-0?
1-0, yeah.
Oh, I'm the latest soothsayer.
No, Simon was the soothsayer last week. He got 4-0 right. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So whose turn is it today? You or Kev?
Me or Kev?
I got 3-1.
I hope either of you. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then, chaps. Unless you've got anything else to talk about, because as I say, I've got more time.
No, not long now.
Otherwise, gonna close it down.
Yeah,
Thanks everyone who's watching. Apparently, we've got 2 viewers at the moment. This is
All right.
I think one of them's me.
All right.
Are you enjoying it, Jens? Are you enjoying it?
Not really. No, it's fucking boring.
The host is a bit xenophobic.
Who was the other one? Adolf Hitler?
That was Goebbels. Benito Mussolini.
I've just seen a post on
Tommy Robinson.
Sorry.
I'm getting him his passport back.
As I was saying, I've just seen a post on a Spurs forum here in Ireland, because there is quite a few of them. And it says, as per usual, Sky pundits talking about the Dippers pre-match. Yeah.
I didn't think there were that many Spurs fans in Ireland.
Oh, it's thousands. There really is.
Yeah. We got a rich history of Irish players, haven't we? Going back to Danny Barnflower.
Yeah. There's loads. But yeah, there's quite a lot. Not as many as Arsenal, but in Dublin, they've got their own one. Limerick have got their, the big cities have got their own Spurs sports clubs all over, and they go to the matches as well. They fly over. Yeah, and I know quite a few lads that fly over every week as well, you know.
Speaking of Irish, Stephen Carr was doing the co-coms last week. I think he was really good. I was really surprised how tall he was as well. He was like towering over all the others. You remember the right back, Stephen Kelly? I didn't think he was that tall, but he was really well considered. He had some good opinions, and spoke really well. It was good to.
Stephen Kelly or Stephen Carr?
Stephen
Stephen Kelly as well.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always heard that Ireland was full of Man United and Liverpool.
Oh yeah.
And then yeah.
Chelsea as well. Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea. The top
Chelsea
four.
as well. Yeah, well, that's all the newbies, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, then, chaps. Lovely to see you.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, Spurs.
Come on, you
Let's
Lily
get a
White.
win.
Please.
Whoa! See you later.